All right. I went to Vegas once, but never went to the Strip. Lisa, hi. Happy Tuesday. Hi, Marco. Thanks for being here. Hi, hi Lorraine. All right. So I'm at the pizza place. So I got a little bit of a walk. So how late am I? About what I thought. So I literally came to a stop on the freeway. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to be late. All right. As you know, I've got the tripod in my hand, so it's a little bit awkward. That way I don't have a lot to set up when I get there. So, last week I wasn't here much. Things well, the eclipse and doctors but I made it to Squirrel Fest. I don't know if anybody you saw that, but I might have to write to Austin and say, look, your Squirrel Fest needs more squirrel. They had one person with a squirrel costume, and that was about it. So I got to meet Dan Walks LA. I got to meet Selfless Self. Well, Trish, she was there. But I showed the stuff for sale. I haven't gotten her web address or Etsy address yet. But if you go to Pearl Snappy's feed, I'll bet you she has it. So I don't see anybody standing outside today. Oh, that's too bad. What should I yell when I get there besides SPTV Foundation? I like yelling the SPTV Foundation because that's what I'm here for. Maybe one of them will get out and go check it out. I checked out the website yesterday. I really like it for SPTV Foundation. Sorry if I'm bouncing. I'm trying to keep the tripod from hitting the ground. There's something I wanted to talk about today. Can't remember. I watched Natalie's catch-ups on the way here. I watched 2 of them, almost 2. I didn't finish the last one. That was fun. Alrighty, let's go right up front. Alright. Oh, they've got blinds on the doors now. They didn't have that before, did they? Oh no, is it inside or is that like a coating? That looks new. I think so. You can't see inside. SPTVfoundation.org. They'll help you get out. They're people like you, ex-Scientologists that want to help. They'll get you an apartment, get you on the right track. They're really full of love for other ex-members that want to get out. SPTVfoundation.org. Check it out. Yeah, that's new. The door thing looks new. They never do these in order. Their blind tech is weird. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Oh, yeah. Oh, what's that? Yes. Yeah, es una secta. It's a good one. I gotta remember that. We have a lot of Hispanic people in town. Look, one's doing it over here, one's over there. Oh, let's go make sure they're gonna do it on the side, because I never walk over there. I'm not set up yet. Let's go check it out. They took the film off the door. I think they did that because it's so easy to see in at night when the lights are on. I don't know, maybe you can still see through that. Let's go see if they got this side. Ooh, they got benches over here. Nope. Ooh, hurry. Hurry. You better hurry. SPTVfoundation.org. They'll help you get out. SPTVfoundation.org. They're full of love for you. They will help you. They're just like you. I know. Me too. Oh, it looks like this was already closed. what's going on back here. So I come from the other direction. Oh, they got that closed already too. They're on that blind tech today. Alright, let's go get set up. I'm glad to be back on my schedule. I think I rested too much last week, and it was really hard Thursday and Friday, or was it? No, it was Friday and Saturday. I can't do 2 days in a row. But it's fun. I want to, story. So I went through, see, this is just my streaming channel. Then I have my personal channel. On my streaming channel, I went through the list on Fluffer Squirrel's page and subscribed to all channels. Well, I guess I hadn't done that on my personal channel. So I was like, why am I not getting these other channels when they're live? And I figured it out. So I went and I subscribed. So they get 2 subscriptions from me. Okay, I'm setting up. It's going to shake just a little bit. It's overcast today, so I don't have to worry about the shade. I'm going to move the camera down so you can see how close I am to their sign. Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. I know what you mean. Let's see. The door is a squirrel. Yeah, it's still broke. Yeah, Lorraine, we know they're not doing well. Yeah, look, Natalie brought it up too, and I noticed it too, that all the elderly in here, Sea Org or staff, they're all hunched over they're probably Sea Org, because they don't get good nutrition. Not sure where I saw it, but there is a channel, and he yelled, someone sick and everyone left. Yeah, I think I saw that on, did Natalie have it on her update today? I think I saw it. Alright, let me make sure the chat's on the right setting. It's not. I have hope they'll leave one day too. That's why my new sign, the stats. Oh, was that today? Because I saw she went live. She was going live around 1 my time. So, all right, let me get my cart. Put the brakes on it so it doesn't roll into the tripod again. Got my water, got my sign. Alright, I'm ready to go. And it gives me somewhere to put my, I'm going to move over just, can you guys, oh, you can see me in the door now. See, that's how I know something's different about the door, because it was clear before and you couldn't see me. So They could do that, but they can't fix the door. Okay, Lorraine. Yeah, I'll watch that. Maybe I'll watch that on the way home. Because I hate to not have... What's weird is I used to love music. I have so many CDs. I just don't listen to music as much as I used to. I'd rather listen to people's channels. No. I don't think they have one today. Because the car's not here either. It's possible, because the way that it works where my husband is, they put the job out and people can be like, okay, we need you at this location at this time, and I think if nobody can make it, they don't have one. That's not good for the client though. The client pays for a certain number of people for a certain number of hours when you pay the contract, because I used to be a contractor and they would lose it if somebody was missing. Probably they can't pay them if it's coming out of what they make. Yeah, because I'm telling you right now, in Waco, for law enforcement moonlighting, my husband makes $20 an hour. And when they put the jobs out, it's $50 an hour. And we know that they like to pay law enforcement triple so that they can, what's that term they use? Safe point them. So that they can make friends with them and keep them on their side. And, you know, I'm a bit irritated about, I watched that video with Hitzel where that guy was coming at her, and he tried to stand here and give us the crap about, well, you know, because we're law enforcement and security, we have to make sure the public is safe too, make sure everybody's safe, and blah, blah, blah. And he just stood there and didn't do anything. To let everyone know, Oh No Nora did a great recording of her speaking directly to a science. Oh, I saw Natalie had a clip of that. I'm going to watch that. In Seattle, it was very helpful for learning how to connect with people who are in cults. Yep. Yeah, I'll definitely watch it. I need to go watch some of the protesting 101s. It's just, there's so many at the moment. Yeah. See, I have trouble with that. I know what to say to like the Sea Organ staff. I want to get the foundation out. But when a public comes by me, I freeze because I can't think of those cool words. I got my goldenrod on. Can you see? I got this on purpose. Hobby Lobby. Although Hobby Lobby t-shirts are hit or miss. I got this and a pink one. The pink one's really scratchy. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about catching up with what's been going on. I'm sure y'all watched. So the meetup they had in Clearwater, Aaron was completely flabbergasted that so many people drove in or traveled in to meet up. And you know, he's learning about having a community. Like, he didn't understand why memberships were important, and now he does. It gives us a way to be supportive and be a part of his community. And then, you know, he didn't announce the meetup that ahead of time because he was really just doing a meetup with other creators that were coming to visit. Well, I've been to meetups with a big channel. Popcorn Planet has 700 and some thousand subscribers, and he wasn't as big during the first meetup, so they decided to do a meetup in Vegas. People flew in from other countries. It was huge because two of the members of their channel, one's from Canada and one's from the UK, so they came. It was one of the they couldn't afford it though. It was one of the followers, one of the fans, bought them all front row tickets to Johnny Depp and Jeff Beck in Vegas. That's why they were there. And helped them with flights and hotels and everything. She was awesome. So that's where I visit, and Lewis from Nerd Report came in from LA. So I went to that. I've never traveled. I'm not a groupie. I wouldn't even be like that with a celebrity, but I wanted to meet these creators that I really liked and respected for their honesty and they do like pop culture news. I found them during the Johnny Depp trial. And you know, that's why I like Aaron, because he tells you the good, the bad, the ugly. It doesn't matter. They're honest. And so is Andy Signor at Popcorn Planet. So that's when I got into YouTube about 2 years ago. And I flew one of those economy flights and my back was still bad. Oh, that was a horrible trip. But it was worth it. Just, there was two meetups. And in between meetups, I was in my hotel room on my back. Lisa Love. One thing I've learned to consider is most cults have no clue about the RPF, adult child auditing, abuse, etc., and how it works. No, they don't, because they don't talk to each other. They're not allowed to communicate. They're not even allowed to know where the in-face is. We know. Matter of fact, my daughter lives exactly between the Int Base and Twin Peaks, where Shelley was originally supposed to be. So the next time I go out, because when I went last September, it just so happened that Steph from the UK was going to be in LA to visit Lewis at Nerd Report. And after I bought my tickets, she announced her dates. And I'm like, because I was like, please announce your dates for the meetup so I can change. So I extended my ticket for a week, which was fine. That put me there a month. I was meeting my new grandbaby, and and stuff, so, you know, I didn't have to be home. So then I went to that meetup. That was really fun. We were at this place with a lot of games and stuff, and they had karaoke. And then Andy just happened right after I started coming here, right before they opened in February. Andy said, I'm going to be in Houston for something else. We're going to meet up at this bar restaurant. And it was a very small group because it was very short notice, and it was in Houston. So we drove the 7 hours round trip to go. And that was nice because the first two meetups was big, and I kind of tend to hang back. I know it doesn't sound like it when I'm by myself, but my husband finally got to meet Andy, and I got to talk to Andy more one-on-one because it was a small group. So anyway, that's why I've been talking about having an SPTV meetup anywhere, because they're everywhere. Maybe LA, because I know I need to go back to LA to visit my grandkids. And that's kind of what he did, but on the fly. So all they knew when he said we're going to be here at this time. Oh no, we have a character coming. So that's why people want to do meetups. They want to meet the creators that they respect. It's not you know, what do you call it, a groupie thing. It's not like, oh, they're so great, they're perfect, they're like a celebrity. We all know celebrities are not what they seem. No, these are people we want to support, we want to meet because we respect them for what they do and encouraging us to do what we do. Lisa, oh wow, I can't wait until my body can handle travel again. I would definitely love to meet with protesters in California. It will be 6 months, years if I'm lucky. It could be 6 months before I get there. Because my grandkids, my older ones, are going to come spend some of the summer with me. So maybe I'll fly back with one of them because I can get them a non-stop flight. So they don't, so that's, oh. But my little grandbaby, she'll be 2 in November. I've only met once for the month I was there. I raised the other 2 because my daughter was a single mom, sometimes working 2 jobs, and even though my health was bad, luckily they were really good kids. Sometimes we just sat on the bed and played Uno. That's all I could manage. When they were little, like before kindergarten, because I did daycare before, we did, you know, learning time and stuff like that. So, yeah, I would definitely, and I know Aaron, if we planned it ahead of time, would probably come. And that's another reason I want there to be a website. I got to go in and make sure it's still there and start it so that we can do upcoming events. And, oh man, I'm talking really nasally today. Sorry, guys. My throat's a little bit sore. I got to stop doing that. So, also, guys, help me out. I got very little sleep last night. Hold on. I swear the same truck goes by all the time. Is a project, isn't it? Travel. Yeah. Hi, Lori. It's okay. You don't have to correct in my channel. I know what you mean. I know, because I'm horrible at typing on this new phone. My keyboard is narrower than my old phone, and I'm constantly screwing it up. Looks like, yeah, no baby. Again, he went here before. Maybe they realize they don't need it. Because, you know what's funny? Every time, because I talk to Mr. Mark off camera. Because I feel like having a good rapport, you know. He's never given me any grief. He's always like, well, you know, they're talking about charges because what they're doing, blah, blah, blah. But they don't do anything. So it's just a threat. They can talk and talk all they want. I have sausage fingers. Me too. I need to do my nail. I sculpt my own nails. I need to do it. Oh, Fluffer's Girl's here? There you are. Pro Snapping Crew had no babysitter. Really? Because when I tuned in, it looked like it was after the org closed when they were doing the stick people. So I just thought they were off duty. Hey, Fluffer. Yeah, I was talking about your list when I got here because what it was is I have 2 channels. I have the one I stream on and I have my personal. When I'm in the chat, you'll see it's my personal because there's a picture. And I went through your list, but I was on this channel and I subscribed to everybody on the list. Well, when I'm on my personal channel, that's when I'm watching and chatting and stuff. And I'm like, why am I only getting a handful when I hit live of channels? I went in, I hadn't gone through the list on my personal channel. I just did that, a couple days ago. I'm like, oh my goodness. So, but I did notice when I did it, there's a Dallas channel, and I'm going to contact them because I want to hit all the other orgs. I want to hit San Antonio, Houston, and Dallas. But that's a 6-hour round trip, so I may or may not need to stay the night. If it's not too hot, I just camp, but because our camper needs fixed, I can't tow it by myself. Yeah, I like the way it works too, because you just hit the name, subscribe, hit the name, subscribe. Make sure, this is something I learned a long time ago, because people say they don't get notifications. There's a reason. When you first subscribe, it check marks personal notifications. You have to go in and change that to all notifications. And I think when I did that, I started getting all my notifications. I went through my whole subscriber list, or the ones that I wanted to get notifications from, and it changed the game. I get all of my errand and stuff notifications. Yeah, thanks for maintaining it, because last time I looked, I didn't notice a Dallas channel. Now, have they been actually streaming yet? Do you know? I didn't go look at it. I was just subscribing. Sometimes I'm very forgetful, and it's my disease. I used to be able to multitask 4 things at once when I was at work. I could be doing a background check on the computer, talking to somebody at my desk who's filling out a FOIA request, answering the phone, and keeping a grocery list on a sticky note when I thought of stuff. Now, I can't even read a magazine article, and I used to read a novel a week. I have 8 bookshelves at home. And now, Miss Kim on tour. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Tanya ran out the org pretty soon after they arrived, and there was no babysitter the entire time. Okay. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah. So, but I've got to really schedule that, because we have 3 vehicles. My son drives one, but he makes the car payment on it. We have our main vehicle, and that's why I end up parking in the expensive parking. I have a big truck. I'm in Texas, and you can't street park, so I end up paying the gold-plated parking sometimes. Because I'm in a hurry. I just want to park and get over here. And then our 3rd vehicle that my husband's supposed to be driving to work, last summer when it was triple digits for 3 months, it gave up the ghost. It said that he smelled burning wires, and all the electrics went off. So we just need to get it into our mechanic, and we just haven't got around to it. So I would have to go on a weekend, and I would probably just borrow my son's car. He would just have to be without a car for the weekend, which he's a homebody anyway. So, because I invited him to Squirrel Fest. I forgot about it, and he has his son every weekend. And I said, hey, you want to go to Squirrel Fest? He goes, I'm in my comfy clothes. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm like, okay. Lisa, same as Kim. Now it takes all my energy to focus on one small thing. Seriously, book devoured too. Yeah, life. Yeah, I know. Because I like series books. I do sci-fi and fantasy. So I'll buy the series sometimes at used bookstores, because I like, when I really like something, I'll get it in replace it in hardback. So I've got all these books that I haven't even read yet. It's called, oh, did I miss somebody? Sorry, Lisa. Lone Star Audit hasn't uploaded yet. Okay. Well, hopefully they have an email or some way that I can probably leave a comment. I think on the way here, I was thinking of a few things. Since I got a lot of my regulars here, after the stream, I've got to pull the pin on changing my name. I know, because everybody looks for me under Miss Kim, and they are finding me okay. So my new name has to have Miss Kim, and I want it to be really simple. So I like SP Miss Kim, people in the know what SP means, and people that aren't won't think much of it, in case I want to do other videos on my channel. I don't know if I will. But, or Miss Kim audits. But I'm not really auditing anymore. I'm protesting. I don't want to put Austin in the name just because A, I don't live here, and B, like I said, I wanted to go to other orgs sometimes, so at the most I'd want it to maybe say Texas like it does now. So just put in the comments which one you guys like. If SP, somebody said Miss Kim SP, but I think SP Miss Kim kind of flows a little better. And my logo, I'm going to make the SP look like the SPTV logo with just SP in yellow and Miss Kim in purple up in the corner. If I can, I haven't even used Stream Elements or any of those apps yet. I'm still just going through YouTube. So I'm going to sit down and figure this stuff out on my computer and figure out Stream Elements and all that, because like I said before, I want to make a place at home about once a month, maybe twice a month. I'd really love to do some sort of Zoom call-in just to chat, just to meet all of you. So we can all just, you know, chat about what's going on and what, you know, instead of just typing. So I thought that might be cool in the future. I have a really nice craft room. It's just I haven't been in it in years, literally years, because of my back, and I need to get in there and clean. I'm actually for months I've been considering hiring somebody. I'm gonna put a sign on my mailbox because the middle school and high school kids get off on my street and walk by, and I need to hire somebody to be my arms because both my shoulders need surgery. My neck's bad from a car accident. I have the injured discs in my lower back, but they're better. And then I have my fibromyalgia, which makes me unsteady and all kinds of weirdness. So I've been wanting to hire a kid a couple times a week to maybe do light cleaning, like help me sweep with the room and dust, because the dust is out. I have 8 bookshelves that need dusted. I just can't keep up with it. I really want us to move into our camper for permanently and rent our house because I just can't keep up with it anymore. And Tom can't help. He sleeps all day. And when you work nights, you need more than 8 hours. Lisa, I like Miss Kim-SP with the SPTV logo and icon. People have no problem IDing you. So -SP. Okay, I was thinking Miss Kim with SP just next to my name. Miss Kim -SP. Miss Kim SP. Okay. I didn't think about that. Putting a dash there. I like that. Miss Kim Bids. So, if I can get... Hey, DOA Sock, what's up? How are you? I thought I was going to get rained on. It misted off and on the way here. And it's overcast, but it's not too bad. I don't worry about rain. I have a poncho. What worries me is the lightning. Because I'm next to 2 trees in a really tall building holding a sign in my hand. I think Miss Kim SP would be the easiest to remember for me. Okay. Alright. Yeah, because I can't just be Miss Kim. I tried it. You have to have numbers. And that's just silly. I hate numbers. I had to do that on my personal channel. I'm Miss Kim ... and like some numbers. Miss Kim SP. Okay. I could do that. Because every time somebody says go to Miss Kim's channel, they forget the big long thing and love it. Yeah. Okay. No dash. Okay. I think that's what I'll do. Mini Streets? Oh, I've been blessed. What's up? Hi. Oh, hell, Mini Streets. I was watching Natalie today, and the Mini Streets dog, that was cute. That was totally cute. SPTVfoundation.org. SPTVfoundation.org. They'll help you get out and connect with your family, get an apartment and a job, You can leave. There's people in SPTV Foundation are ex-members, and they're full of love for you and would love to help you. They'll help you get an education if you need it, an apartment, a car, a job that you only work 40 hours a week and make 10 times more than you do now. SPTVfoundation.org. Contact them. It's online. They will help you get out. They'll help you reconnect with your family. They'll get you a good job. They'll get you a GED if you need it, or high school diploma if you need it. Awesome. Oh, that's not going to work. By the way, guys, if somebody would help me out, this is why I want a second phone. Nah, I don't think I need a megaphone. Plus, I don't want to push it. But, yeah. Door tech didn't work. Actually, that was speaker tech. They were on. It was on a cord. He was trying to bring it out on a cord, and it. Anyway, if they're gonna be loud with the music, I would love it if somebody would call a complaint to the Austin PD, Austin Police Department, and I am on the corner of 22nd and Guadalupe. And if you just call and say, I don't know what's going on over there, but they're playing this music really, really loud, and it's interrupting what we're doing. Hello, it's me. I've escaped from Confident Chris's house. Oh no! Where are you going? Do you need help? Come to Austin. We can help you out. But yeah, if they start playing that, actually I don't mind it. Their music is kind of catchy. But they haven't tried to copyright strike me yet, and I think they gave up on that because they knew it wouldn't work. Hello. I turned off notifications. I don't understand why. Or I put on do not disturb. And I'm not supposed to not get notifications when I do that. Tuesdays, I usually have a few more people on here. I think there's a lot of people that's live right now. Lori, tell Chris he's amazing, Many Streets. Yep, you guys at the Squirrel Squad are the ones that inspired me to do this. If young kids on TikTok could just show up every day and closing people down. While I was watching you guys live with Will one night, I started my channel. I accidentally did it on my personal channel, so that's why it was Scientology Won't Win. But then when I started a second channel because I wanted it separate, I had to add in Texas, and that's why it's so long. And I did it on the fly. I'm headed to Austin, Texas, baby. You know it. Awesome. Well, we'll be here. Let me know. I need about a 90-minute warning for traffic to get here. Miss Kim, what do you suggest is best message for people walking in from street? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I know, actually, SPTV Foundation, what I should say is, if you're under the radar, contact SPTV Foundation. They'll help you work your way out, or help you connect with family, maybe. 'Cause I really want to get the foundation out there. That's awesome. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. I was trying to think of something fun to do. I was going to get one of those crocheted Zenus and put him on like a stick and hold him. And, I don't know, have him talk to people. Yeah, it's hard with they still need it. The public still need it because we know that there's under the radars that want to get out. And they don't know how. Because a lot of the ex-members, I mean, it took Natalie 2 years. And she said she went on the internet and got ideas on how to do it. Feral Cheryl makes them. Okay, I'll check with her. Liz Ferris and I believe Laura FM, along with a few others, are planning to go out there in May. Liz did a few lives about it. That'll be awesome. If our car's fixed by then, what I might do is just, if they're going to be here, because, you know, they did fun stuff outside of the lives, and I couldn't really do any of that because my husband works at night and needs the vehicle. If we get the second vehicle fixed, I might just come down here and stay in a hotel overnight. So we can go to dinner or something. I offered to take Dan out to dinner, but I think he was too busy. People don't realize they don't have to pay their debt from being informed. See, I've said that before. You're right. You're right. I need to remember that one. Again, I'm going to make a card. When I get home, I'm so lazy. I am like Aaron when he says I am like the grand master at procrastination. No, I'm right up there too. We should start a club. I have a shirt that says I got a lot of procrastinating done today. I'm so bad. I'm still trying to get my energy back from being sedentary for so many years. So coming out here has been helping. If you remember, my daughter was asking me in the chat. She said, do you feel like you have more energy and stuff? And I do, but my days off, like, all I want to do is rest, and I got to stop doing that. I got to get to the gym. And you know what I do at the gym? Miss Kim, you have a lot to deal with. Give yourself a break. Oh, not really. Not since my grandkids moved away. But like I said, I'm thinking about putting a sign out and hiring a young person to help me organize the craft room, because I need like a runner. I need to be able to sit and like hand things to somebody. That's why my grandkids used to help me do it, and I would pay them to help me take this somewhere, take this somewhere, so I'm not running all over the house. And or I need help sweeping the floors. I like to mop. I do that, and they won't be doing like my toilets or anything gross like that. Just dusting, just sweeping, and helping me organize, and that's about it really. So, and I pay $15 an hour. So SPTVfoundation.org. If you're under the radar, they'll help you. A lot of them were under the radar for years before they got out. SPTVfoundation.org. Oh, I can't wait till he finishes my new sign. Some interesting documents were found by the crew. Pearl did give a live going over what was found. I saw her announcement before because I left the house 12:45, and so I always try to find something to watch. But I like to watch Natalie and get caught up, and I had to watch her last two catch-ups. So I wondered what her title meant, so that's cool. Because I saw Natalie showed them in the alley looking in the dumpsters. Oh, was it Chicago that they chained the dumpster? It was somewhere they chained the dumpster. Yeah, I'll definitely have to. Oh, now I have to watch Nora. I have to watch Pearl. I need to go watch that short somebody made on that, because I can only really listen, and if I can see it, if it's big, like if she's talking to somebody live. But she played a little short, and I couldn't see it, and I was driving, so I just listened to it. There is something called TaskRabbit where you can hire people through there for different tasks. I'll check it out. TaskRabbit. Cool. This is why I like being live and having other people here, because I get information. Because like I told y'all, I haven't had friends since my 20s. So, because I had a scary friend that just, oh my God. I wanted her out of my life, but she was had an Amber Heard type mentality. Scorch and burn and lie and cheat and steal. And I was afraid if I kicked her out of my life, she'd burn down my house. But when she figured out the whole group was done with her, she was literally gone in 24 hours. And that's a symptom of the personality disorder they have. When when they've used up everybody, they move on. Yeah. Me too. I just wanted to help a young person, because I remember when I was 15, I wanted a job really bad, but where I lived, you had to be 16 to get a job. I even went to there was a horse racing track. I even was going to muck out stalls, because my mom was a single mom, and we were on food stamps, and I wanted to have some extra money. I could only babysit for $1 an hour. How the Oregon Austin is failing. Pearl had to edit out a lot because social security numbers were on the documents. Yeah, I mean, I worked with social security numbers in the Army, or I wasn't in the Army, when I worked at the police station, and we used to get on these soldiers, they would have to come in to the AWOL department with paperwork to put somebody on AWOL, and like it's just in a little folder, and they're walking all over the base with somebody's personal information, and they could just drop it, and it was ridiculous. But I had to be super, super careful because I was up front, and if they saw certain documents on my desk, I could get fired. I could get prosecuted, actually. Okay, Lisa, go ahead. We'll see you later. I do that too. It's hard when you have so many channels to sit and watch everybody for a couple hours. So I'm perfectly fine. And I think Lisa knew that, because I do the same thing, or I'll have somebody on my phone and somebody on my tablet. And you know something else? If we could get a list or an announcement of channels that need watch hours, that don't have the watch hours they need, if we could get like a little list of that, so I could know who really needs me to give them some time, or I just put them on my tablet when I go to sleep at night and just let it play. It's on Pearl's channel on the most recent live. It's short due to some technical difficulties, but interesting to see. Yeah, I saw her. She was going live when I left my house, but I was watching Natalie on the way here. I figured I'd watch it on the way, because I didn't know for sure if that meant she was going to be at home or here, but I was pretty sure she was going live at home, because when she goes live here, it's usually later in the day. So I figured it was something. So is Selfless Self Oliver? Is he still here? I think he got here early, and I think he might still be here. I'm going to put my sign down for a minute and drink some water. Boy, none of these waters are cold. Okay. Thanks, Lorraine. But yeah. Usually Tuesday is my good day when I have a lot of people, but I think there was a lot of channels going live today at the same time. I'd love to get here earlier. I'd love if I could leave my house at like 9 and get here at like 11:30 when more people are on lunch. Freeloader debt is not collectible in the real world. You don't have to pay it. See? Drew a blank. I know exactly how to say it. I've said it before. Freeloader debt is not, what's that word? Enforceable. That's it. Self-to-Self is with Pearl. Not sure for how long. Nance Drew may still be in Austin. Yes, DOA was live. He was live a long time, because I popped in for a second, and he'd already been live for 3 hours. Does he go live all day? He's funny. If anybody's interested, I'm going to put it on my community page. I'm still trying to get these cadences in order. And even if y'all can give me one word or term, what my problem is, I don't know the Scientology terms. When they're talking about them, I know exactly what they mean, because I've heard it for so long. But when I'm sitting down trying to make a rhyme or something, I can't think of it. And I sent it to Oh No Nor, and I sent it to Laura FM, but I know they're really busy. They probably missed my email. I'm going to have to send it again. So that's why I haven't done that yet. Because I have BDU pants and I have Army shirts. That's why my thumbnail is Army, or my profile is Army. Because I want to do cadences because they're nice. SPTVfoundation.org, they'll get you an apartment and you could visit with your family and your grandkids and you could retire. You wouldn't have to work anymore. They're ex-members too. SPTVfoundation.org. I think the ones in the yellow vest and no jacket, I think they're Sea Org. And I think the ones all in black are staff. I think, and they got a lot of Sea Org in here. And they're all old. Everyone that I see in those vests are older than me, and I'm 55. It's a cult. Don't go in there.
Oh, we know. We're aware.
Good. See, I love it. They don't know how to deal with social media. Everybody knows. Everybody knows their very little secrets. Josiah court case delayed to late June. Okay, good to know. Yep, they know. And it's awesome when they do. I love it. I'm here for it. That's what I'm here for. I don't care if I have one person watching my live. I'm more here for, I want the people inside to know. That's why I changed what I was saying, that they just stay in it. That I know that the other ex-members have love for them because they know what they're going through. And they've gone through it. And they've had to escape or get out. And I know that's why the foundations exist. And yes, there still is the other one. Did anybody watch Oh No Nora when she was with, I think, Natalie, and they were talking really about Mike Rinder and how, and I felt this all along, especially after they ousted Aaron. Would somebody in Scientology really want Mike Rinder in charge of their escape? I mean, he's the big bad wolf. That everybody, if they know, well, he's been out for a little while, so the young ones may not know. But I guarantee you, most people know who he was and what he was, and they're like, oh, hell no. So I'm glad we have more than one foundation. Oh, that's fine, Lori. I do the same thing. When I'm cooking, I take the tablet out and sit it on the counter. I have a lid holder that works perfect for my Kindle Fire tablet. So I do that, and I do the earbud thing too. Thank you. We'll be here till they're gone. You know what, I'm gonna just turn it a little bit for you guys because we're just staring at the door. That's the only thing about having the try. Let's watch the student. There's a lot of students that come through this. Oh, now there's the corner that they like to come around. Bangity bang. Marco, since Sea York people are all old, eventually Scientology becomes extinct. I really do think that's what's going to happen. I really do. Because the kids now of public members or Sea York members, they're more savvy now. They're on the internet. They're smarter. They're not, they were in secrecy for 70 years. Nobody knew anything about other orgs. Somebody was saying in somebody's chat, I can't remember, if somebody had an old uniform from being an ex-member and they just walked in and said, I'm on post here, it would probably work because nobody talks to each other. And they tell short stories when somebody dies or gets out or something bad happens. They just make up stories. Hey, Pup Groomer, what's up? We were talking about some things. And I thought, yeah, because they don't talk to each other. Anyway, I was getting at the new public. Let me get my sign out because it looks like classes are changing. And I like to hold my sign up so they can see it. They're on the internet. I don't care if they're 10 or 11 years old. They're on the internet and they're seeing SPTV. And they're seeing ex-members and what they've been through. And they're probably going, oh, hell no. I'm not doing that. Com cycle, Scientology language means conversation in SP. Com cycle. Yes. Com cycle. See, that's the thing. I can't not remember that stuff. And I used to be able I just used to be able to do that. But fibromyalgia affects the brain and the central nervous system, and it affects the frontal lobe, and it affects memory. So I have short-term memory loss now. I can remember stuff from a long time ago, vivid, but when I used to watch a movie, I couldn't watch it again for 10 years because I'd remember every aspect of everything about the movie. Now, I literally have watched a movie and watched it the next day with my husband and could not tell you how it ended. It felt like as things happened, it felt familiar, but I couldn't tell you how it ended. That's how bad it's got. I used to read a novel a week. Now I can't read a magazine article. SPTV Foundation stickers available in my Dropbox. 2 styles so far. Awesome pup groomer. Thank you. Thank you. These are what I call the keyboard warriors. The ones that get stuff like that out.
I agree.
Okay. So, yeah, they're eventually just going to go extinct. I mean, and David Miscavige, he's 60-something years old now. I Googled it, and he's, shoot, how old is he? Did somebody tell me? Anyway, he's going to die in the next 10 years. Probably. So what's going to happen when he no longer has an iron grip? And all of his execs now are coward little slaves because of the way he is. So, I mean, yeah, somebody might take it over, but they wouldn't hold the audience, it wouldn't hold the members' attention like he does, I don't think. I don't think they have anybody in Scientology that could do that. They could carry on the paperwork. They've got all their little ants, maybe, and keep up the orgs, maybe. But as far as the public and the donations and the events, those are going to go stagnant because it's not going to be the same. And those are the people that are having the kids that are going to join. Eric Rader and Laura FM need to give us a pep talk about the lingo. Yeah. Well, Laura, I sent my... what I was getting to is on my community page, if I can do it, I'm learning how to work that community page. I've typed out, because I emailed them, typed out the words to 2 cadences, and I have a link to the actual cadence on YouTube, so you can hear how it sounds. And like some of it is just, here we go, all the way, every day. And so you could just throw words in there that match. And so I'm really trying to get that together. My poor husband, so he was going to do my sign this weekend. He really only has one good day because I'm working nights. And we're talking about going to Houston tomorrow with my son because he's 36, but he's going to finish out his GI Bill with this tech school that he wants to go to. And I want to go down and look at the area and see, what neighborhood it is around, because North Houston is scary. And see what's going on down there. And so that'll only leave him Thursday to work on my sign. And we have a new sink and faucet he's supposed to put in the last couple weekends. So, poor guy does not have enough time to do everything. Because on his work days, he's almost worthless. He comes home around 7. He's wired, but he gets in bed falls asleep about 9 and sleeps till his alarm at 8 p.m. So it usually, when you work days and you're on that good cycle, you can come home and do some chores and help out. But he just can't do it anymore. You rock, that's awesome. Yeah, I really like the followers, you guys that are, well, Pub Groomer, you're protesting and you're doing your keyboard warrior stuff. But the keyboard warriors is what's really helping us. Because I can't work that. When Windows 3.1 and Windows 98, I used to be able to make documents and stuff for my Girl Scouts and all kinds of flyers and newsletters, but it's all so what's the word I want? It's confusing and harder. It's not simple. SPTVfoundation.org, they'll help you get out and retire. He was old too. See him? I swear they probably pulled from one of their condos. They had all these retired Sea Organ and probably said, hey, we're calling you up. You're going to Austin. Because they didn't have enough staff because staff have to volunteer. They sign a 2 to 5 year contract. And they couldn't get enough people that wanted to come to Austin because it's so freaking far from everything. takes me 6 hours to get out of Texas going north, and it's like 10 or 11 hours to El Paso. To go across the whole state is probably 12 to 14 hours. 12 east to west, 13. So I don't blame them. When we go home up north, it would take us 3 days. We haven't gone home in a while because all our parents have passed on. I really don't have any family left, and my husband has sisters we need to go visit. But I use my time to go visit my daughter and my grandkids. But yeah, we were talking about how they're going to go extinct. I mean, we know that, but if we could, hurry that on a little bit by getting their tax exempt. Because, even the security guard here, they're like, well, or no, I was watching Jessica, that guy that assaulted her and then went inside. And they're like, well, it's a church. We can't just go in there. And they're like, he's not there. We can't go in. And that's the thing. That's the tax exempt status. That's the stupid protection it gives them. Anybody else, they probably would have just walked in. I'm still mad about the help me sign. Because we'll go talk to security. Security's probably the one that went and nabbed that person and has them locked in a room somewhere. But if they would go to the FBI with that information and say there are foreigners in there that they've taken their passports, the FBI, that might give the FBI enough to go in there to do a raid to see how they're being treated. I'm actually hungry. I usually don't get hungry till I'm done, because when I drink coffee all the way here, I don't get hungry after coffee. I've been afterwards, I've been looking on the app on Google and looking at restaurants. I've been stopping at restaurants, so 3 times, trying new things. Well, the last one was disgusting, but I was so hungry. It was after Squirrel Fest, and I wanted tacos, but the line was too long, and I was so late getting home. I literally drove up, parked on the street, and my husband jumped in and left. So I ate that thing. It was burnt. And the meat, it was I don't know what it was supposed to be, but it was refried beans, black beans, I think, unless they were burnt. They burnt the tortilla. There's some pieces of chewy meat and some cilantro. That was it. Cost me over $9. And I ate that thing because I was so hungry. Because I had a 2-hour drive home. So they were a 4.2. The other places I went were 4.9 and 4. So I'm not going anywhere under 4.5 anymore, because they have a lot of good restaurants in Austin. And I've never been down here this often, so I'm trying to take advantage of it. One bottle down. I'm worried about this summer. I may have to get me one of those, a bigger rimmed hat. Luckily, by the time I get here, there's a pretty good amount of shade. This building's tall and where it's located, so I'm not too worried about the sun. I haven't been outside in summer for any extended time in years, so I've got to get a small cooler full of ice with water in it. I'm glad I got this wagon so I can do that. Oh, and then, because I didn't take my wagon to Squirrel Fest, I was like, man, my backpack is heavy. Why is my backpack heavy? I get home, and I had a bottle of water in the side pocket, and I had a half a bottle of water and a full bottle of water inside. I'm like, well, no wonder. I had almost 3 bottles of water in my backpack. Because I also have, so what I do is I fill this, and I'm going to get me those skinny ice cubes. So I have this that I actually got for the gym. I got this off Temu. to go with the bottle I already had. Pretty cool. So this is perfect. It'll hold my key to my locker. So I have that, and then I have another. I had 2 other bottles of water. So I have 3 bottles. That one's probably cold. Ah, go away. Yeah. Oh, we got no problem doing that. Wait, I've been in Texas 30 years, and all I drink is water, ice water. I eat ice. I got an ice maker that does the little tiny, what do they call it, pellet ice cubes. And I literally go through a gallon of water a day, filling it, and so I get it through ice, but I get a gallon a day. I don't really drink anything else, but I've been drinking cold brew coffee. That's about it. Hitzel, all right. I can't be here tomorrow. We're going to Houston to check out my son's school that he's about to start, so we can find an area for him to live in. He wanted to stay in this extended stay hotel that was $200 a week. I said, boy, anything that's $200 a week is a crap hole and scary. You're not going to live anywhere where they're going to freaking mug you or stab you. And he wants to save money. Hi, Francisco. I'm like, no, dude, no. I even offered him the camper. I'm like, you put the camper in a mobile home park, you're going to pay less than you'd pay for an apartment. But he says, I don't know. It'd be better than he says, that'd be more than an apartment. I'm like, no, it wouldn't. Not down there. This is really cold. It stayed really cold with no ice. Awesome. Okay, good. Glad you guys are getting in contact. Oh. I need to. My wagon came with bungee cords, so I'm always worried somebody's going to grab my backpack out of it, but I've got it strapped around the handle good. It's okay. Oh, how long we've been out here, guys? An hour. I like coming on Tuesdays. That was the day I always had a lot of people, but like I said, I think there's a lot of people because everybody traveled this weekend. Did you guys see that? Natalie, somebody was talking about who was visiting. Everybody was visiting somebody else. It was awesome. I'm like, the SPTV tour. That's cool. I love it. So, even if I have to go to San Antonio, well, you know what? While we're in Houston, if it's not too far, maybe I'll run over there and do a few-minute live with my sign. I might grab my sign. That would be awesome. Might do that if it's not, but Houston's pretty big, so I don't know. We'll see. Just to let them know we exist. Yeah, Houston, org. Yeah, it probably is. If they're in the... Because my husband, when he retired, he went to Iraq again as a civilian with a contractor. And he went there for training, and they put you in it was a really nice hotel in this really bad neighborhood. And there was a mall across the street that was pretty much defunct, but that's what they were using for their training area. So you walked across the street, and they told them, don't carry too much money or anything with you because you'll get robbed. And I was like, because I went down and visited while he was in training, and it was super sketchy. North Houston, when I used to watch the first 48, and they had it on, and it was always North Houston that they were going to for the murders and stuff. But to be honest, a lot of it's sketchy. I'm a raid would ruffle too many feathers. I wonder about the under the radar who don't like the new generation of protesters. I know. I would love to get in their brains. Because it has to take them aback a little bit. They're like, what is this? What is this? What is going on? Who are they? When people ask, I say I'm part of a network of, now I can say international is what I need, because somebody mentioned, Natalie I think used that word. I said I'm part of a network of international protesters that are all over the world doing this, trying to shut them down. Makes it sound super awesome. You know what? I think I have snacks in my backpack. Let's see. Okay, no more classes are done. Let's move back over here. Let's do the, they usually come from the left. So let's, you know what, if we do this, I'll see them sooner. Hold on. Sit down. There we go. Because I don't know where their parking lot is. Because right behind here on the other side of the alley is a church. But that's, they're probably parking in the same place as I park. There's parking garages back there. My normal space was $4 an hour today, and I tried to go to it, and some van was blocking it, the alley to it. And I'm like, whatever, I'll just go to the other one. It was $2.15, and yeah, and I was just parking at $2.15. And after an hour and 45 minutes, I have to make my pit stop. So, but yeah, I'm really happy about the new foundation. I'm really happy we're getting that word out. They were talking about today about how they got a Scientologist. Jay got somebody to talk with them. And then there was another one that was talking about child auditing. And he admitted there was child auditing. And he went right to the line of saying, he says, oh, well, they're more mature. You know. I hope y'all watch Natalie's recap. I wish, I didn't find it till just two or 3 weeks ago. But it just proves our point that, you know, what these ex-members are saying is true. And it's just, when it's in your face like that, and a current member is like, oh, well, they're fine, they're mature for their age. He said everything but they're big beings in little bodies. That's what brought me here. That was the biggest thing. You know, if they were just, you know, that's what I want, enticing adults in, maybe I wouldn't be so passionate about this. But the fact that the whole organization rests on the shoulders of children, I mean, 10, 11, 12 years old, they're working 80, 100 hours a week, and then they're auditor training, and then they're auditing adults by what, 14? That's just ridiculous. I remember when I was 14, I was playing soccer and I was an idiot. I didn't even know what I wanted to be yet. Soccer and softball in the summer. And even in high school. Yep. The essay. It's rampant because they're like, oh, well, it's not wrong. And then they cover it up. Who was I watching? Erin was interviewing somebody, I forgot her name, but she was in charge of where the org or wherever she was at, and she got Miriam's dad's folder, and the folder gets there, I think, before they do, in order to decide if they want you on post there. So everywhere he went, that folder went too. And she said she read over it, and she said, I can't have him here. I would never, ever look at him right. And he got posted somewhere else. And that's it. That's all they do. They can deny them the post. But he's still running around getting covered up. And, you know, the only reason he confessed to the police was to protect Scientology. So they wouldn't investigate Scientology for covering it up, or he was forced to. You are part of an international network of protesters, but you are not a gang and there is no leader. Exactly. Exactly, Francisco. Exactly. They tried to pull that crap before, and they were trying, that's what they're trying to do in LA, trying to say they're a gang. Please. If somebody, all they'd have to do is play, some of the live streams where they're just hanging out and they never do anything violent or even talk about doing anything violent. I wish I lived here. I literally would be here every day, even if it was just for half an hour, just to come down and make them close up. If my husband was still working in Austin, because we're talking about doing this, we're talking about taking our camper up to Waco and a few days a week, so he doesn't have an hour drive, and we could work on some things in the house that because he's got to shut off the water and stuff to do the sink, things like that. But we've got to get the camper up. We don't have to pay for it. We have an extended warranty, but we got to get it up to the dealer and get them to fix the electrics under the extended warranty. Oh. Is he in jail? Miriam's dad? I haven't heard an update on that. The last we heard was he confessed, I think, to the LAPD. And, the DA and everybody has to get the case together. He is in jail? Oh, that's good. That's awesome. That's where it needs to be. And see, the more that kind of stuff comes out, and they have these cases, and they have these trials, the more Scientology gets out to people that don't know anything about it or don't know the specifics of what they cover up. Like, Danny Masterson has really made a big deal. Has anyone seen Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage? I think it was from the late 90s. There was a part where the daughter was in the car with a guy she was going out with. Yeah. And Danny Masterson is the young man, and he's trying to force her, and John Travolta pulls him out through the window, and I'm like, he was perfect for that part. And then come to find out they were both Scientologists. He probably helped him get the part on the movie, because he's doing that as early as 2000, we know, and I think the movie was 98. Hey, Miss Kim. Hey, Ruth. I'm doing good today. It's a bit overcast and a bit muggy today, but Render only told FBI about crimes against him and others at his level. I saw that today. Not the crimes committed through auditing. Maybe in the beginning he did not recognize it as crimes. Either that, or he just wanted it to go. The thing of what Nora said is that he may not still be in Scientology, but he still acts like he is. Anything that he's involved in, he kind of works that around to go his way. And I think all he cared about was what happened to him. And that's why the investigation went there. I think all he told him about was him and the other execs, and when they got out, and left all the other stuff out, because he was, a part of all of that, doing that to kids, okaying that with kids, and I think that's why. But yeah, I heard that today on Natalie's recap, so I'm gonna go watch all of that was on today. Well, I don't know when she did the live, but I watched her last two recaps. Yeah, it's all connected in an effed up way. Yeah. I was also talking to my husband today. I know that Aaron, he doesn't see things, and they've talked about this, that, they don't think, they're like, oh, I was just followed a little bit. They don't realize how not normal that is. So, the fact that somebody in upper levels would do anything for David Miscavige or cover up anything for David Miscavige, I don't think works in their brain. But us on the outside, they're seeing how diabolical they can be, how much of liars they are, and how much crap they allow. I'm sorry, but if David Miscavige, how he likes to beat people, if he accidentally unalives somebody because they would hide it. They would cover that up. Yeah, Francisco, he's mostly self-serving. Yeah, the more and more he talks, the more and more it makes him look bad. He needs to just shut up. Because I was done. I was like, okay, it's over. Aaron's doing the new foundation. I unsubscribed. I was done. But every time we turn around, they're opening their mouth to say something, to try to control the narrative. And it's not working. He's doing the same thing Scientology does. Attack, attack, attack. When you should just shut up. Just shut up and go run the Aftermath Foundation. The best protection seems to be a camera. Exactly. Exactly. And I would love to stream 2 different cameras, like Pup Rumor did. I do have another phone that I could do that with. I was talking about who's in jail. I missed something. I was talking about Miriam's dad, how he confessed to LAPD. But we know the only reason he confessed to everything was to protect the church from an investigation into the church. Ruth, I'm 5'9" and a half, 220. He wouldn't have a chance with me. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Isn't he like 4'13"? I know, I think they said he might actually be a little tall. I'm 5'2". So I think we're maybe the same height. We're pretty close. But yeah, the problem is the people around David Miscavige take what he gives them because that's what they've been taught. That's what they grew up to do. And I mean, his minions will cover up anything for him. So I wonder, I don't think it would be done on purpose, but what if he just got mad at Shelly and just lost it? And either she was moved away because he messed her up too much, she had to go recover, or worse. Josiah in LA was just released. Oh, really? Tim, thank you, that poor guy. Now, I was kind of lost a little bit with Josiah because I didn't watch him and didn't really know who he was way back when everybody was getting arrested. What did he get arrested for? Exactly. Because I was worried about DOA and Danny and all them, and they were talking about Josiah was in there too, and they saw him. But I wasn't a part, I didn't see any of that. Lisa, yes, I watched. He was already long out of jail. He just finished first court date today, next in June. Josiah got arrested the same time as Danny and DOA, was in for 6 days. Oh, see, I didn't realize that. Okay, I think I know who that is then. I think I know who that was. Yeah. Oh my God. It still burns my buns that jerk face that attacked him got a ride home from the LAPD. Got a ride. Here's your chariot, sir. And he's got 71 things on his record. Criminal mischief. You don't go to jail for 6 days for criminal mischief. That's a misdemeanor. I used to work in a police station and do those reports. Now, I found out I can't. My husband had just bought me pepper spray, and I stopped carrying it because one of the OG protesters from the 90s before the internet, he said in some places it's illegal to bring pepper spray to a protest because it can be seen as bad. So I just leave it in the car because I do worry about when I'm at the car. When the only time I'm vulnerable is when I'm putting everything back in the car. And I have my back to the parking area. So I have it in the console, easy to grab. Because the first day, the very, very first day I was here, I was carrying my revolver. But then I thought that was the day that, maybe it wasn't the very first day, but SPTVfoundation.org. SPTVfoundation.org. They help people in Scientology get out and escape. I don't think they were members. I think they were in there. I don't know. Can't tell. They might be. Oh, guy has a pizza. And I'm hungry. I don't think I'll be able to drive somewhere. I'm going to have to go hit the pizza place on the way home. See, it's all crap. Oh, right. Thank you all. It's outrageous how they use instigators to get people arrested like Danny and Aaron. Josiah, someone said 14 false arrests so far, LAPD. Oh my God. I know. Ruth, it's all crap. I know. And I know people are working on going back and putting together a video of all of the false calls, and they're even talking about trying to figure out how much money they wasted. Ruth, the supposed victim did not show up to court today. You know, I don't think they have to till they have to testify. The lawyer does, but I don't think the victim has to be there until they testify. Because if it's criminal, then it's the prosecutor, and the victim is really just considered like, the victim is more like in a witness capacity. Now in a civil case, they still don't have to be there every day, but they should be. Because I watched the Gwyneth Paltrow case on Popcorn Planet, and that guy, there was a couple of days he wasn't there because they made up some crap. I know. I hope they have enough video to exonerate him. So I'm going to try to figure out. I think I am going to get the third line because I watch videos almost an hour and a half here and an hour and a half home. And I'm usually here a good 2 hours. And I'm pretty darn sure I'm going to use up my data. And when I do, it slows down. And there was one day I was having trouble with my stream. Lisa. No, they sent their top lawyer, same one called Scientology is using against Leah Remini. Maybe he's on retainer. Yep. F them. Yeah, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. It's ridiculous. So anyway, I saw a pup groomer. She had 2 phones she was streaming from. Or, because what I could do is maybe hook one on the side of my wagon. Just because sometimes if you notice when they hit the phone away and you really can't see exactly what's being done. So you just see this scuffle. So if I put the other phone somehow on the side of my wagon and you can see me, then that would be my secondary protection. Because I didn't think they would bother with me, but right away, the weekend, like the first or second weekend after they opened, they swatted everybody. They swatted everybody in LA. That's when Jessica and LA Cam and them had, like, what'd they say? 22 police cars or something like that. And then they called shots fired here in 6 o'clock car show. I'm like, I have a security guard here watching me. So they couldn't call on me. And I'm like, I'm a grandma. They're not going to put me in jail. Josiah was arrested on false felony criminal threats against Patrick Perry, supposedly the same day as Aaron's arrest attack. That's why we missed it, because Aaron was taking up the interest. Yeah, it was kind of done on the down low. It wasn't really... So that's why I didn't know what was going on with him. Francisco, I'm not sure of exact charges against Josiah. Some are priors, vandalism. Clearly he was targeted by Sciento for protest. He was easy to pick off, but his case shows Patrick Perry is connected to Scientology. Oh, we know. I'm not surprised at all. And I'm sorry, but that's not a service dog. And if he's a vet with PTSD, my husband has PTSD, and I know I'm in a military town. You don't run up to somebody's face and say, I have PTSD, leave me alone. And that poor dog, if you watch when they're in the alley especially, he's trying to stop Perry. He's jumping on him, he's grabbing his leash in his teeth. He's trying to stop him. He doesn't want to be mean. He doesn't want there to be the tension in the interaction. But then he has to protect he gets close enough that he has to protect them. So if he was a trained service dog, he's ruined him. Jennifer, I think the LAPD is arresting all of these protesters to try to scare them into quitting. They are. Because they knew when Danny got that hate crime, they put the hate crime on so he wouldn't get bailed. They knew the DA was going to throw it out because the evidence, but they also knew he was going to sit in jail for several days. And, you know, it upset his mom and it upset Leah, but he was right back out there. So I think they're going to eventually figure out, A, the LAPD looks like a corrupt piece of crap doing the bidding of Scientology. And somebody's going to get tired of getting all these cases that are getting thrown out because there's evidence they didn't look at. Then they connected several other unrelated charges, incidents after the fact. I don't know how they can do that. He was arrested for that incident. I don't know how they can do that. I hope. Did he get a good lawyer, or is he getting court appointed? Because I would donate for him to have a good lawyer. Probably too late because he's in trial. I don't ever get to donate much, but 20 bucks goes a long way when everybody's doing it. I'm glad that DOA got some because he's using that. He went and spent $400 at Office Max making flyers and making signs and stuff like that. So, and he does want to get us is it a human rights attorney, or, and he can't find anybody to take on the LAPD. As a service dog handler, advocate, and a certified dog trainer, that dog is disqualified from public service work because of Patrick's handling. Yep, absolutely. And I tried to get people that were attacked, instead of complaining to LAPD, go to animal control. Or even if there's I know on Post there's a dog training center for the PTSD dogs. He had a public defense, but DOA and Laura were there. Okay. My daughter even donated, she couldn't handle 2 dogs in a second floor apartment when her first baby was born. I took her pit bull because he stayed in the family, and she eventually took him back. And the other one was a Labrador, and she was young. So she donated her to the PTSD course, or I don't know what you call it, program to get them service dogs, and she was going to get trained. My husband really doesn't need one. His problems are mostly at night when he's asleep. He's had nightmares since 2007. Hi, Susan. And see, my husband, we're realists. And I mean, we were in ROTC in high school. Then we both enlisted in the Army Reserves. He went active after 2 years and spent his whole life. And then he's been in security. If it was just him in danger, that would have never given him PTSD. Even seeing other soldiers, I don't think that would have given him PTSD. The problem is, are these public? Nope. Laura is a rock star. She educated Josiah's lawyer. Awesome. Yeah. Definitely she'd be great for that, being an ex-member. But my husband, because he had a bad back, he wasn't supposed to be wearing the equipment that weighs 70 pounds. But when you go out on missions, you wear the equipment for the mission, you come back, you take it off. Well, they put him on a gate 8 hours or more a day wearing this 70 pounds of gear. It made his back worse. But he was on the gate that all of the civilian casualties came in. And literally the whole year, he was trying to save people from explosive and bullet wounds and kids and women. And one time when they blew up the market, there was like 30 or more casualties. And he was the only one at the gate with his private and an interpreter deciding who was going on the ambulance and who wasn't going to make it. And he had to try to save a little girl, and that's what screwed with him. Is the civilians and the kids and the women that he couldn't save. And he was way up like 15 miles from the Iran border, I think, the last tour. So that's the problem. SPTVfoundation.org, they'll help you get out. And freeloader debt is not enforceable in the real world because a church cannot get you for debt. SPTVfoundation.org, they're ex-members that are just like you that'll help you get out. I like turn this way. How's your husband learn about Jamie Musser PTSD? No, I was actually talking about him today, about Mike Brown, and that he was going to film it, and I saw that a while back. We're going to watch it and see how it worked for him. Is it the same treatment where they inject the nerves in the neck? Because when my husband's awake, he's kind of okay, but I have to wake him up 1 or 2 times a night because he said they're always horrible. And he's even dreamt about our kids when they were little. Liz Ferris is doing it soon as well. That's awesome. So sad. My pit was the best boy in the world. It's people that need training. Yeah. And see, I was kind of the same way with pitties. But when my daughter had Wally and we needed to take him, she used to bring him over on weekends to do laundry. So he was part of the family. We don't try to give dogs away if possible. And so we took him for several years. And he was the most docile, calm dog not pit bull, dog. And so now the only big dogs we have is we try to rescue pitties because other people don't want them, and we own our house so we can have them. The one we have now, she's more boxer than pitty, and the traits drives me crazy is her boxer traits. She doesn't understand she's 50-something pounds, and she tries to step on the little dogs. Not night terrors. Night terrors are when you're kind of awake, but you're paralyzed. Oh, no, that's something else. I guess you would call them night terrors. They're worse than nightmares. I never thought to call them night terrors. And they've tried giving him medication and stuff, and it doesn't work. But I remember, this is how bad it was. If anybody can't handle this kind of stuff, maybe mute for just a couple minutes. I'll wave when I'm done. So I know at that point it was easy to email back and forth. There was a time he was in Korea where we could get 15-minute phone calls once a week. I didn't hear from him for 2 or 3 weeks, and I didn't know why. He said that was the day. He said it was so bad. He was so drenched in blood that he had to go into the shower in his clothes and equipment. And it was all civilians because the soldiers went somewhere else. Well, they came through too, but they didn't have. So what it was is they had to stop at his gate and wait for the ambulance to come because they wanted to make sure there weren't any explosives or anything. But the soldiers could go straight to the hospital. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I was waving at the camera and you can't see me. Yeah, me too. All the pit bulls I've known have been great dogs. Great dogs. We've had Wally, Rex, Daisy. I think we've only had 3. Daisy, man, the boxer trace, she gets you with them paws. She wants to smack you with her paws all the time and jump on you. We need to train her a little bit better. Because she's the only dog I've ever had that wasn't careful around the little dogs, and I'm worried she's going to step on them. Sleep paralysis, yeah. Mine started to fade after using ultra-strength melatonin. You know what? He's never really tried melatonin, but I have. Matter of fact, I had to find something that wasn't 5 milligrams because it was hard for me to wake up. You know what? I might try that. I got these 1 milligram gummies because he doesn't have a problem sleeping, so I never thought about taking them. That's a good idea. Because when he does sleep deep, like if he's like really super tired, because there's times where he's so tired in the morning that he'll go in the parking lot and take an hour nap before he drives home because he's just up all night. He's constantly going all night long because he has to either watch cameras or patrol all the properties that these people own, which are significant in Waco, or he's letting people in, deliveries in early in the morning. But yeah, the only problem I see is when we start to camp, I'm worried there's gonna be campgrounds that won't let her in. So I've been seriously considering a DNA test because I know it's gonna show more boxer than anything because she looks a lot like a boxer. Her snout is just different. It's like her body and her snout is like a pitty, but she's colored kind of like. I'll put a picture on my community page of my furry babies. And then we got 2 small ones. But she just runs in like a moose. Just stepping on anything that's in the way. I cannot, yeah. He does make a loud noise. In his dream, he's screaming. In reality, it might just be moaning, but I wake him up. I know they say not to wake him up, but I do anyway, because it's usually pretty bad if he's making noise. But let's see, 2007, 13, 17 years? Whew. No, yeah, he got back in 07. Because, yeah, him being endangered didn't bother him because he went back in 2010 as a civilian for 14 months. Sleep paralysis is from hell. I still get it at least once a week. Holy crap, Lisa. I've never had it. My dreams, I could write books from. They're like science fiction novels and very vivid. I've always dreamed very vivid, and I've wrote them down. One I was thinking about writing a book from. So I rarely have scary ones. I don't know what that's like. I feel for you. So, let's see. We're at an hour, almost 40 minutes. What time is it? Let's see. 4:10. I like to get on the road now around 4:30 if I can to beat the classes getting out. So, I'll probably sign off here in about 20 minutes. I tried the other night. I don't know if you saw my little short live. So after I left Squirrel Fest was only like 5 blocks away from here. I didn't know. And I'm like, so I came over and I parked and I came over real quick thinking, I thought orgs stayed open until 10 o'clock. And it was like 7 maybe. And they were closed up. No lights on or any, well, maybe lights. And I was like, I thought they had the 2 orgs and they were open really late. So, I don't know what's going on there. Bye, Lisa. Thank you. I'll probably be back Thursday or Friday. You guys said you like it when I schedule ahead of time. I don't think they're watching my live stream because you'd think they'd already have it closed up by the time I put down, so. Let me hold my sign a little bit. I put it down. After Squirrel Fest, I was holding my gimbal after having the tripod, and I could really feel it. I've been putting off the surgery for years. I appreciate anybody that sticks for the long haul. I didn't get any good sleep. That's why I'm really out of it today. I can't think of anything to stay on task for. Because I try to, weave Scientology into what we're doing. Maybe somebody will hear me talking on the way out, or somebody new will hit on the live stream. But, so I didn't go to sleep till 1. The dogs woke me up at 3. I couldn't go to sleep, back to sleep. So I didn't fall back to sleep till 5:36, and they woke me up again at 7:15 because they know breakfast is at 7 when Dad gets home. Well, Dad was sitting in the truck in the driveway, too tired to get out, and then I was up for the day. So what is that? An hour and a half once and 2 hours the other time. So I'm really out of it. What was your experience with Selfless Self and Dan Walks? Was it different? Nope, they're exactly like they are on live stream. Dan's super fun and super tall. I heard him say he was 6'2". He's exactly, I believe, let's see, I'm 5'2". Is that a whole foot taller? Well, that's only 10 inches. Anyway, super tall. And Selfless Self, he was always off kind of doing chalk or his guitar or something. So we actually didn't have a lot of interaction because I didn't hang out with him other than on the live stream. But he was playing his guitar and stuff at the Scroll Fest and doing his chalk art out here when I was here. Let's see, who else was here? Nance? Is she here? I forget people's real names and their handle names when I meet them. But I bought a really cool little sewed pouch from Trish, I believe. She made it. I really like it. I don't even care if I use it, because when I do any kind of live from my house, I'm going to put it behind me. It looks really cool. It's got different SPTV logos on it. It's really cool. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to cut out early today. I'm really out of it today. I'm sorry. And it's overcast, and it's oppressively muggy today. And we're not even in full summer yet. Come June, July, and August, we're going to have to see what happens. Let's see. Thanks, it's all. Oh, I mean the protest experience with their president. Oh, it was awesome. It was way more fun. I was filming them. It had me something that I could film, and you could see them besides, looking at the org. And they were really into it with the chalk and the bus with the coffin. That was so fun. It's a lot more fun when you're not by yourself, when you have other people. Yep, we can go to the front doors. It's still broken. Still broken door tech, but it looks like they put some sort of film on it, because when at night you can see through the door. Whoop. Oh, I know. Thanks, Fluffer. Thanks, Francisca. Yeah, I'm like you guys. I'm always in the chat talking a lot. It's like, because we're all there for the same reason. So it's like sitting and chatting with friends. So I think it's cool. Because we're all there for the same reason. We all have compassion for these people. No problem, John. We were pointed that way because that's the corner they come around. And I do try to move it around a little bit for the chat, because it gets a little boring just staring at the door. So I kind of, when there's students crossing the street and stuff. Oh, I can't do chalk tech, guy. I have a back stimulator in my back. If I got down there, I'd never come back up. No, that's for the younger people. Not I. I would love to. I'd have to sit down maybe to do it. So I might get some. What I'm doing if you don't know, is my husband's trying to work on this awesome, humongous sign that's gonna be like 7 feet tall, so you can see it over the cars, and it's gonna be bigger on a tripod with sandbags to keep it from falling over. But he's trying on his weekends to get it to work. Oh, really? You looking at me? You looking at me? Now see, I put on Do Not Disturb. Why am I getting a phone call? Go away. Goodbye. Oh, they probably are. Oops, sorry about that. Hi, Tazara. The alley was scary. No, I'm not going in the alley. That's all right for them. I like that they put the foundation phone number back there, so that every morning when they came in, when they're here, it's there. I think that's cool. I finally looked at the SPTV website because I was looking for the volunteer tab, but I guess you just email them. Because I can help out anybody in Texas. I'm dead center of San Antonio, Houston, Dallas. We're exactly halfway between Austin and Waco. So any of those airports, I can help out. Hi, Tazara. It's good to have you. Do they try and sell books outside when you're there? No. I have only seen that table one time, and it was the day of the birthday on a Saturday. And luckily, that day was when Aaron and Serge had their show about auditing. So I showed up super pissed off. And they thought they were going to leave the table out. They didn't try to run away right away. But I just went off. I went off on child abuse. I went off on child auditing. And they closed up. But I think they tend to wait, if they're doing it at all, probably till after classes let out, because during the day people are in a hurry. They're trying to go class to class and stuff. That's the only thing I can think. Or they're only doing it on weekends. I don't know. Yep. You're right, John. They need to stay in the cult. They can stay inside. That's the point. That's the point, is we want them doors to be closed like they did in LA. I mean, they didn't even try to open back up. Now, they did. I am curious. Because they're starting to send body routers in other cities farther away from the orgs to give stuff out. Or they wait till you leave. I think that too. Because I would say that they know when I'm coming, because I do schedule ahead of time. But if they did, they wouldn't have the door open at all. So I think the problem with me having a schedule is they know about what time I leave. Pearl doesn't have that set schedule, so she gets to show up and get them. Hi, Miss Janie. So yeah, it's either that, one or the other. All they have is their sign out and their doors open when I get. Sometimes they've got body routers standing outside, but it's like they're ready to go in and close everything up real quick. So they kind of know that I come Tuesdays and Thursdays around 2. So that's the only thing. I like to be on a schedule for you guys to know when I'm going to be here, but then they also know when I'm going to be here. So there are times I want to try to either come earlier or come later when me and Pearl don't really coordinate, because she usually goes later in the day and I come a little bit early. So hopefully on days she comes, we kind of overlap and we kind of, handle the whole day. It was only the birthday that I asked her when she was going to be here, and I said, okay, well, that's perfect. I'm going to leave about the time you show up. So I would like to have a day like they were doing and just have us all come at the same time so they can see us all in force. And I appreciate y'all giving me the watch hours. If I could get monetized and I could make just enough, that's all I want. And every time I start, I'm like, all I want to do is hold the camera for Pearl. SPTVfoundation.org. If you're under the radar, they'll help you. I wonder if they know what under the radar means. I wonder if that's their term or Aaron's term. I at least get enough information in their head, they'll probably get sec checked for it. Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? You're not supposed to listen. Is there an effort to find out where else on campus they're recruiting the dorms, fraternities? No, I don't know how I would find out unless we have I think there's an under the radar in here that's talking to somebody. Because they found out about the Sea Org being brought. SPTVfoundation.org. They're ex-members like you. They'll help you. Boy, they try to close that door quick, don't they? And I'm telling you, I think the gold vests are Sea Org, because I see way more of them. I've probably seen 8 or 9 today with the gold vest on. Old, and that guy was kind of young. No, but I am thinking about taking my sign on the road, and since I'm going to turn it around a little bit, well, I'll just do this for a second. So, some of you that don't know, this is the campus right here. We even see campus security that walk by sometimes. And this back here at the light, oh, there's a car coming out. Usually there's no cars going in or out there. It's walking only. That's the main entrance, main building to the university. And they bought this building LRH bought it 55 years ago across from the campus on purpose. Same thing in Chicago. They're across from the campus. I wonder how many more are near campuses. At least the ideal orgs, if not, because their other org, the little crappy place they were renting, was like way across town. And hi, thank you. My teeth, yep. I drink cold brew and it so stings my teeth. He just fucks me up. Maybe if I walked around and just asked people, because my sign says it's a call, ask me why. Ask me why. It says it on both sides. It's backwards. It's weird. So I was thinking maybe Thursday or Friday when I come, I was thinking about maybe just walking around campus. Come here first, make them close up, and then just walk over there and walk around campus with my sign. And the little, I have a pile of these. Well, most people want to take a picture of it. They don't want to carry it around, which would be fine. And I might get a lot more interaction doing that. I think Thursday would be better because I know some universities don't have a lot of classes on Fridays. It's Tuesdays, it's Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. At least when my husband went to college, that's how they were doing it. CTC was out, didn't have classes at all on Friday. And I did notice on this last Friday, there wasn't as much traffic or interaction like other days. So I think I like my Tuesday and Thursday, or Monday and Thursday, and then Saturday and not Sunday. There's like nothing going on Sunday. But yeah, I've been thinking about going, right, getting a lot of thumbs up. I love that, because you know they, whoops. So yeah, I am thinking about, and I might ask them, hey, have you had anybody from the church walking around campus? Yeah, if you want to come, Hitzel, we could coordinate. Email me again, Scientology won't win, or you may have used my other. I made like 4 different emails. I have Miss Kim, so I'll find it, because if it's Gmail, I can look at all the Gmail inboxes at one time. So whatever email you have, I'll get your number, I'll give you my number, so we can coordinate a little bit more. But yeah, that would be cool. Maybe we could like alternate the sign, because it gets kind of heavy walking around. Maybe we could do that, or because I know you have a sign. But as soon as my husband gets the new sign done, I'm giving this sign to Hitzel. Francisca, I've been lurking for weeks. Love your authenticity. Yes, walk the campus. Let us learn the neighborhood. Okay. Yeah. Because that's what I like. I like Dan when he walks around LA and stuff. And I watch these walks in Tokyo when I'm trying to wind down to go to bed. And I love it because that guy doesn't talk. And I love Japan. I want to go to Japan so much. So much. I'm such a fan. I watch a lot of Japanese channels. I cook a lot of Asian food, stir fry and stuff, and pho, and onigiri, and stuff like that. Next Friday I can. This week, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because I can do it Friday instead of Thursday. It's fine. Because Wednesday and Thursday are the days my husband kind of has off. Alright, did you see the quarter size handouts that I made? Those may be better option for handouts. Okay, no, I didn't look yet because Trish is the one, I got them right. Because I always get the handle and the name mixed up, and I'm bad with names. She gave me, she printed out the little cards for the SPTV Foundation. Only thing about right here is, the sidewalk is so big, we don't have an excuse to be close to the building. And I'm worried if we get too close, they're going to CT me. Which I don't care, I'm never going to touch the building. But like other orgs, they have a tiny little sidewalk, so they have to be right next to people. And you can, talk to them and give stuff out. But we're so freaking far away. It's ridiculous. Because we have to keep it open. If you look, where I'm at, people don't walk because it's... Oh. Hold on. It's a little crooked because it goes up. Let me switch it around. See, it's scooters, paying for parking, and bike racks, and behind me is benches. So everybody walks right in front of the building. So the best I could do is get up right beside their sign. Yeah, let's plan on Friday. You want to walk around campus? That'd be cool with me. Let's do that. The only thing I said what I was worried about though, but you know what? We probably would get people coming out of dorms and stuff walking around campus. Yeah, we'll find out if it's a fail. We got exercise and it's really pretty. What I tell you is Austin is super pretty. They're all about their green spaces. So everywhere they've built around trees. They built a mall around a big oak tree, because they didn't want to cut it down. So I'm sure it's beautiful in there. I'm talking about for when you go on campus. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was for what I was talking about. I didn't look at your handouts because she gave me some. And she had the ones that is the paper and then the phone number you can rip off. She was going to go around and put them places. So yeah, I'm going to... I got a new cord for my printer, but I haven't used my printer in a long time because when we moved our bedroom around, the printer cord disappeared. I don't know how you lose a printer cord, so I had finally ordered a new one. Hi, Diana. Good. We're talking about Friday. Me and Hitzel will probably go on campus and do a live stream on walking around campus. So if you want to see that. If I can, hold on, I'll switch it around. Hold on. That way they won't see you. I turned it. It's okay. I don't mind. They don't want to be on camera. I'm in New York City, but I'm off for Miss Kim Walks Austin. Yeah, I talked about that before too. I'm doing an extra live that's just me walking some of the neighborhoods because I want to get some exercise. I tried the botanical garden and that was a fail because it was too early in March and nothing was blooming or planted. And to be honest, the people there were rude and loud. It's supposed to be a calming place and it's right next to a highway. So from now on, I need to kind of scope out the neighborhoods beforehand. But campus would probably be really nice and quiet because there's not a big roads in there. So yeah, we'll do that Friday. Me and Hitzel will figure out what time, and we'll let you know. I'm gonna go now, guys. It's been 2 hours. I'm gonna go get some pizza. I'm starving, and I will see you all on Friday. So, peace out. Bye.